So after now your pre-entry phase, we are now going to discuss the second phase of your Copar, which is your entry phase. So what is entry phase naman po, sir? So from the pre-entry phase, wherein we are still outside the community and preparing now, gathering all the documents pertaining to the community, we are now going to discuss your pre-entry phase. So your pre-entry phase is basically, okay, the second phase of your Copar, and the main objective under your pre-entry phase is the arrival and integration. So the arrival and integration is basically, this is the start or the actual day when we are going to stay in the community and integrate with the people. So basically, this is the immersion phase. Now, during your immersion phase or your integration phase, the activities that we need to do is to establish rapport with the people. Take note that we are going to live with the people. That is what, and we are going to create programs, assess the community problems, and create programs that would benefit the entire community. Now, we are not able to do that even in the gathering of data. Okay, mahihirapan po tayo if we're not unable to get the trust of the community. That is why it's very important for us to establish rapport with the community so that the community will going to participate with us, okay, and collaborate with us, starting the program and up to the time that the program is done or finished. So from start to finish, kailangan po natin ng coordination. And besides, our general concept is for them to establish now your independence or self-reliance so that by the time that we are already ending the community organizing participatory action research process, the community are already self-reliant and able to perform tasks on their own, which is a clear indication of a community development, especially when they're able to establish their own projects. Okay, so another activities under entry phase is to inform the people about our arrival, and of course inform them about the tasks that we're going to do, and at the same time what would be the benefit for them, okay, once we're already done with the COCOPAR process. Okay, aside from that, we are going to immerse and live with the people. And when you say live with the people, this is now your social preparation. So once you enter the community, hindi yung first day magko-collect ka agad ng data. Okay? Dapat meron mo ng social preparation. So when you say social preparation, still part of the establishing rapport, you have to live with the people. So if you are assigned to a family who is a family of farmer, okay, you should not be going there na kumpleto ng gamit at hindi ka makikisama sa kanila. So kung sila ay natutulog sa sahig, matutulog ka rin sa sahig. Huwag ka maghahanap ng kama and maghahanap ka ng special treatment. No, it doesn't work that way. So if they will be going out to work in the farm, for example, gigising sila lang alas 5, alis sila ng bahay ng alas 6 para pumunta ng bukid, okay, pupunta ka rin sa bukid at mag-observe ka sa mga ginagawa nila. And at the same time, you're going to establish communication with them, coordinate with them, collaborate with them, so that you'll be able to gain their trust and they're going to cooperate also to all the activities that you're going to perform. Okay, aside from that, okay, we are going now at the same time while living with the people or while immersing, we are going to do your DSI. So during our pre-entry phase, nalala nyo doon, diniscuss natin ang PSI. PSI is Preliminary Social Investigation. Preliminary social investigation is the collection of secondary data. So data that were becoming from the documents, papers that are published, okay, in the barangay health center, in the barangay hall, or even in the municipality registrar. So under your entry phase naman, ang gagawin natin is DSI. DSI is the collection of primary data. So primary data naman po are the information directly coming from the people itself. So ito na yung mga information na mga galing mismo or that will be coming directly from the mouth of this space or of this community people. So all the information that they're going to share, including their problems, their concerns about health, so anything, any information that will be coming from them is considered as your primary data. And this is taken during your deepening social investigation or DSI. Let me repeat that. Deepening social investigation. Deepening social investigation, which is the collection of primary data from the community, since during the entry phase, we are already in contact with the community people. Okay? Next is part of entry phase is that once we already establish rapport with the community, we're able to know already people from the community, including information about whom they think has the capacity to lead the community if in case aside from the barangay officials. Because take note that the organization that we're going to create later on is different from the barangay officials, okay, that was elected during election. Itong organization na to is different from that. That is why we will have to ask them, okay, who are or who will be leading them aside from the barangay officials. Okay, so yung sa tingin nila ang pwede nating pwedeng maging leader nila later on with the organization aside from the barangay officials. And those leaders will be formed, and we will be creating now your core group. So from the word itself, core group, pagmumulan. So core group formation. So this core group, okay, will be membered by community people, okay, that are considered to be trustworthy, okay? Yun na pagkakatiwalaan ng mga tao sa community at sa tingin nila makakatulong. And in the selection of your community core group member, okay, hindi naman po hindi kasama sa leader ang pagiging college graduate. Not necessarily. Not necessarily din na malakas ang charisma. Okay? So what we are looking for is that at least they're able to know how to read and write, of course. Ano pa? Dapat willing silang mag-sacrifice ng kanilang time, willing to hike, willing to swim, willing to cross river, or basically willing to go around the community and offer their help, okay, to the community in terms of the health factor that we are going to teach them later on. And this core group, okay, this core group will need to undergo the level 1 of training, which is your SALT. What do we mean by SALT? SALT is SALT is self-awareness leadership training skills. So the member of the core group will need to undergo core group SALT training or level 1 training, which is your self-awareness and leadership training skills. So what do we mean by the self-awareness and leadership training skills? From the word itself, self-awareness. Okay? And, the things that we do, especially sa psych, so self-awareness, what are the things they can do and cannot do. And of course, we're going to train them on the basic leadership skills that they need or necessary for them to lead the community or the organization that we are going to establish. Okay? Now, since we're talking about the levels of training, let's talk about the levels of training before we go to the third phase. What are the levels of training that we are conducting in the community organizing participatory action research? Number 1, we have your SALT or your self-awareness leadership training skills. So your self-awareness and leadership training skills is the training skills that is focused more on self-awareness, okay, so knowing what is your strength and your weakness, and leadership skills, okay, on how to, we're going to discuss to them the different types of leadership skills and when it is applicable, okay, to use in a certain organization. Yan po yung mga ituturo natin sa mga mapipiling member ng core group, okay. Then later on, they will undergo basic health skills. I'm sorry for the typographical error. So that is supposed to be skills training, not kills training. So hindi po tayo magtuturong kung paano pumatay. Yan. So basic health skills training. So basic health skills training, yan, yung pagkukuha ng vital signs, ituturo natin sa community yan. Aside from that, okay, project management training later on, once the community organization we're going to create is already created, okay, or formulated, we need someone to take care and manage the programs that we're going to create for with the community, because ang Copar po kasi is iniiwasan natin na magkaroon sila ng independence. So we have to make sure that the community is aware that we are going to leave the community. Sinasabi po natin yan sa unang phase pa lang. Entry phase pa lang, sinasabi na natin na kami po ay mag-stay dito hanggang ma-establish na namin na kaya nyo na mag-isa, aalis na kami. Okay? And whatever projects has been formulated during that time, ang mag-manage na po nun is the community people. Kaya kailangan nating umalis. Okay? for them to develop now your self-reliance. Okay? Aside from that, we have your specialized health skills training. So specialized health skills training or trainings more advanced than your vital signs taking. So pwede na kayo magturo dito ng mga basic first aid. Ayan. Basic first aid and basic assessment methods. Okay, na pwede nating ituro sa kanila until such time they'll be able to get now your advanced health skills training. So ito na yung mga medyo advanced konti. Kadalasan ito na yung mga tinuturo natin sa mga barangay health workers or your voluntary health workers or yung tinatawag nating auxiliary workers in the community. So all of this will be given as a training to especially to the core group member so that they'll be able to take care now of the community together with the other members of the organization that we will be creating or formulating. So basically, that is your entry phase under your COPAR or community organizing participatory action phase, which is the level 2, okay, level 2 phase or second phase of COPAR. Okay, the first one is your pre-entry and the last one is the second one is your entry phase, which is what we have just discussed.